particular way. Now, similar to union, there is intersect. Can you tell me what is the usage, how the intersect would work? So as the name suggests, intersect is basically gonna give you the result, common intersection result set of the two data set. Okay. Now let's take an example. So let's execute this. There are mountain bikes, road bike, and then there is touring bikes also. So let's add this touring bikes to both of these. Can anyone tell me how to get rid of this error? This error we are getting, right? Why we are getting this error?
It's equal to you have so in.
Perfect. Now we'll do an intersect. So as per our understanding, what would be the result of the when I do the intersect of these two? What would be the result?
Touring bikes.
Touring bikes result should be there, right? Only. This is strange. What did we do wrong?
I think this column 100 as cost.
Oh yes, correct. Yep. Thank you, Mank. Now, why touring bikes we had? Because we are trying to get an intersection or the common area of both the result set. Now, let's say, what is the other way to achieve this particular thing? Like to get the intersection.
Inner join.
Perfect. Perfect. So in case if you have two different data set, two different tables, either you can use an intersect to get the common data set, or you can use an inner join. It's gonna give you the same result, right? So always remember that multiple ways, we need to choose an optimal way. Both the ways will have
Which one is better in terms of, because here we are running
inner join. Inner join is better. Then you have except. How to use except? So I would. Okay, let's use except. Can anyone tell me how an except would result in this particular case? So what does except does is, I want everything except in this particular statement from this statement. So let's say whatever the common thing would be between these, that would not be there. Only the uncommon thing from first statement would be there. So think of it as a left join. Okay. Now can you tell me, think of it as a table 1 and think of this one as a table 2. And we are doing a left join here. So what should be the result set?
Again, this touring bikes only, right? No, mountain bikes plus touring bikes.
No. So left join we need. Okay, I think there is a bit of a difference while doing it as a left join. So the common thing won't occur in left join. All the table, I mean, all the data from the left table would be there, right? But now in this particular case, since we are doing an except, whatever would be the common between the both the tables, that would also not be there from left.
Okay.
So what would be only there?
Mountain.
Mountain.
Correct. Let's see if that's the case or not. So it's a left join, but not with the common part. So if I need to go back to our left joins, this one was left join, right? So there is this common part, right? This common part will also not be there, only this part would be there. So it is an except clause, which basically gives you the only that part of the first table which is not common with the second table, and all of the second table which is not there. So only that part of left table which is not common with the second table, and no second table at all, and only the remaining part of the first table. Any question?
So in that case, there won't be any right join for this. So if
you mean to say, how can we do a except clause for a right join? Is that correct?
Yeah.
I mean, all you need to do is just interchange. So
Yeah.
let's say,
yeah, that
correct. I'll do this thing.
Okay.
What I'll do, I'll write this way. So earlier we were getting result as
Mountain.
this time we will get result as
road bikes.
correct. Let's see if that is the case or not. Okay, again, touring bikes will be excluded because it is common, and we are not here in except, we do not get the common part. So that is the beauty of except, that it does not exactly work like join, whereas union and intersect work like normal joins, because it is considering the common part. In case of union, we are getting the common part. In case of intersection, we are getting the common part. But in case of except, we are excluding the common part. Hence, it works like join, but not exactly the same way. Make sense? So except has a good use case. So think of it that way. You want to see that, I mean, let's take your example of one department. If by any chance, is there any one person working in both the departments? So how would you check that? You can take district employees from first department and then do an except in the second department. Correct? Then you will get like, what are the employees which are there only the first one. So if you will be right that all the people are who is working in a department are not working in the next department, then your list will remain as is. So let's say there is 10 people in finance, 10 people in let's say sales. So now when you do an except of those 10 finance people with respect to 10 sales people, you should still get the result as 10 of those finance. If at all that result set decreases, that means that there is some common people which are working in both the departments, which should ideally not be the case. Correct? Any doubts, man, in terms of use cases? How to use except or where to use except?
Yeah.
All clear, right?
Yeah, I think last part I missed that.
I'm sorry, which one?
The sales and finance example.
No worries. I'll tell you. So think of it that way. You have 10 people in finance department.
Okay.
Okay, and 10 people in sales department.
Yeah.
Now I want you to check. Can you tell me, Mayank, are there any folks in finance department who are working in sales department also?
Okay.
So there is one way to do that is, what you will do is you will do an intersect, and you will get the common people who are working in both the departments. Correct?
Right.
Another way to do that is except.
Yeah.
What you will do in that particular case, what we are expecting, like we know that there are 10 folks in finance department. So when we do an except with respect to sales, and if none of them are working in sales department, then the result set would remain as 10, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Now the reason why we would go with except approach is we will get the list of all the finance employees who are not there in sales.
Yeah.
Whereas when you do a intersect, you will get list of all the employees who are in both the departments.
Yes.
You're getting you're understanding the difference. So when the question is, give me the list of employees who are there in finance, but not in the sales, then you will do an except. And when I tell you that give me the list of those employees who are there in both the departments, then you will do an intersect. So there's a very minor difference, and that is very peculiar to understand and important as well, that which one to use when. Okay.
Okay.
This would be your assignment. In the employee table, you need to display employee ID, name, city, date of joining, department, designation, salary of the Delhi employees, only for Delhi. Second, details of all the employees whose salary details are not available. So basically, let's say there is an employee table, there is a salary table. So there is no record. I would like to get a list of those employees whose record does not exist in the salary table. Okay. How would you get that? Can you tell me?
Details of all
the employees whose record does not exist in the salary table.
Yeah, this except.
Why would you do except?
Do not available. Where?
Okay, so let me tell you. What you can do is you can do a left join with respect to employee.
Yeah.
With respect to employee table, and then you can put where condition where salary is null. So you will get all the records from the left table where salary does not exist corresponding to them in the salary table.
Yeah.
Make sense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but you were going with the approach was except. I will tell you how you were, I think, what you were thinking. So you will take the distinct employee ID from employee table, and then you will check except which are there in the salary table. So you will get those employee IDs which are not there in the salary table, correct?
Right.
But then you need to do another operation where you will check for those employee names as well.
Yeah.
Correct. So it is a twofold thing that we need to do, and much more hassle. So what we will do instead, we will go with the join and we'll put a where condition where salary is null. Then we have another point where we would like to get in the inventory structure, you need to display PID, basically product ID, product description, category, name, and the city. And then in the next one, you need to just display the order ID, order date, customer name, customer address, customer phone, and all of that. I think these are pretty simple.